Feedback. It's one of the most challenging aspects as an instructor to receive. And whether you're group fitness, land, or water, getting feedback from your participants can be challenging. But we want to talk to you specifically about what you say at the end of your aqua class or group fitness class and how you end your class. Now, I'm sure that some of you will identify with this. Thank you everyone for joining my class today. If you have any comments, feedback, or suggestions, please come and see me afterwards. I'm sure we've said that. I know I've said that a few thousand times. You see how that rolled off my tongue? I know. And this year, I started teaching a new program. I started teaching Power Plate. Now, Power Plate is really different compared to any of the other classes I've ever taught before. And it was really interesting at the start because as I was teaching the class, at the end of the class, I was asking for feedback. I was saying, how did you enjoy the class? How did you go in the class? And that was my way of asking for feedback. And it was really interesting because I didn't know really what to get feedback about because it was a brand new class. I've never taught this format before. And, I really wasn't sure, was it landing well? Were people happy with it as a class in general? And what's really interesting is that as someone who's been teaching for a really long time, like I said, 32 years, I don't actually ask for feedback like that at the end of any of my other classes. And we're going to talk about the reasons why. And I just wanted to let you know that I know I've just gone through that cycle myself again with a new program.
But like Marietta was saying, I think that is a normal thing for instructors, especially when we're new, either new in general or new at a specific program. We really want to know if we're doing well. We want some sort of reassurance we're heading into the right direction. But when you ask just a general question, it's very unlikely that you're really going to get what you're looking for. What you're looking for is specifics, so you can then look at that thing, that specific thing, and then improve on that. So it can be that particular sequence, if they felt that the heart rate went up, if they felt that with that particular choreography, if they enjoy the flow of, things like that, more specific. If you ask a general question, you're rarely going to get something that is going to help you improve as an instructor, because they're either going to say, oh yeah, I like the class, yeah, it was really good, it was fun, or they're going to be like, they might not say much, but then go and complain at front desk that they didn't like your class. But then you don't really know what is it that they didn't like. And then you're going to be just driving yourself crazy because you don't really know what you can do to improve, because you don't even know where you're failing or finding it more challenging. So I don't know, Marietta, if you want to expand on this.
You really need to guide your participants to give you the right feedback that you can do something with. Just like what Maria says, sometimes I'll say, okay, today I used a new format. The questions I'd like to find out, or the answers I'd like to find out from you is, firstly, the sequence of moves that I put together, and it could have been a new format that I did it work for you? Was it easy for you to follow, or did you get an intense workout? So they're very guided, specific ways of asking for feedback at the end of the class. You don't need to keep asking them lots, and you don't actually need to always ask for feedback at the end of the class. I actually just said that. I'll tell you why. When you go to see any other professional, would you expect them to give you feedback? Imagine going to see your doctor, and at the end of the visit, he said, if you've got any comments, questions, or feedback, please let me know. Or you went to see your accountant and they asked you the same question. You go and see your hairdresser. If you have any comments, questions, or feedback, please let me know. You'd be looking at your hairdresser thinking, what? Are you worried? Is there something that you did with the back of my hair that I can't see right now? I'm going to discover when I go home. It actually sets you up to look a little bit less than professional, because it's almost like you're always asking for feedback at the end of the class. And my recommendation would be is to not always have that question. You do not need to ask for feedback at the end of every single class. And when you do, you need to make sure it's guided. You're asking very clear, specific questions about what it is that you would like their actual feedback on. Because let me tell you, oh, it looks so desperate when you're like fishing for compliments. And I know when you first start, it's basically what you need to keep yourself motivated. But why don't you get it in the way of asking them, so are you happy with the intensity of the class today? And get your feedback that way. Most people, hopefully, if you put the time and effort to plan it well and you made sure that the workout is, they're going to give you the feedback that you're after. And another way to ensure that you get that positive reinforcement that you might be craving for, say the question and nod your head at the same time. Okay, because people will tend to mimic your own body language. If people nod their head, they'll say yes, even if it wasn't something they were intending to say. So that's just some little bit of it's just a little bit of NLP. But, the thing is, you wouldn't ever ask another professional the same questions that we always ask our participants of our own professionalism. It's contentious, I know, but that's what I think. Anyway, Maria?
In order for us, I mean, for you, group fitness instructors, to get feedback, because I mean, we hope that you really want to get better in your craft, that you want to be good at what you do. Apart from asking specific questions once in a while, when you're trying something new or trying a new class format or program, the other way would be videotaping yourself, observing that video, take a step back, analyze, check your arm lines, your cueing, and take note of that. That's by far probably more constructive than keep asking after every single class. And the other one is asking another fitness professional, maybe your fitness manager or a colleague that has a lot of experience, to come and attend your class and then provide you with constructive feedback at the end. Yeah. Now we know that getting feedback can be a bit stressful, right, Marietta?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So what do we have for our instructors listening to this video today?
We have the amazing Dr. Cam McDonald presenting for us at the Aqua Immersion. And we're really excited about this session, us, because we know we're going to get a lot out of it. But this guy is a fantastic and inspiring educator. He's going to be talking about stress levels and how to manage that, and how for you to find ways to manage that. And let's face it, as aqua instructors, as group fitness instructors, we don't get trained on how to deal with the type of stress that we get when we teach group fitness classes. And if anyone says to you that there is no stress in it, I'm like, what do you want? Because you're trying to make a whole bunch of people happy, right? You want them to have fun. Now, not everyone comes into the class going, woo, I'm going to have fun. Some people do, but some people don't. They come in and go, you're going to make sure that I have fun. And there's a bit of responsibility involved in that. For crying out loud, we're making people's bodies move, and we want to make them move safely, effectively, with enthusiasm. That is a lot. That's a lot. So this session is all about how you can manage and deal with the stress of being able to teach group fitness classes at the Aqua Immersion.
Yay! So the 2022 Aqua Immersion Virtual Conference is happening on Sunday, the 11th of September. It's a virtual conference, which means it's going to be recorded, and it means that you can be there live and you can watch it later, or if you cannot be there live at the conference, you can watch it later as many times as you want. Now, this particular session that Marietta was talking about is called Uniqueness, Stress, and Health Through the Cycles of Life. And this is one of the 5 sessions that we're offering on the day. We cannot wait to see you on the day, guys. You need to go to mygroommove.com to learn more about the conference, and of course, sign up so you can learn how to manage your stress a little bit better.
See you there.